Talk.
Hello.
No, talk. So annoying.
Welcome
Welcome
back
back
to
to
Unsupervised
Unsupervised Sisters.
Sisters. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle. Christina can hear herself on the microphone now, on her
Yeah,
headphones. So she keeps on singing.
it's just a vibe.
You can listen to our podcast anywhere a podcast can be found.
You can watch it on YouTube.
You can also find us on Instagram. Our handles are below, and the one together is above.
So today's topic is
Reminisce
reminisce
with us.
with us.
With
Reminisce.
us. Reminisce
Reminiscing.
with us. What? What'd you say?
You didn't hear me?
Mm-mm.
Take off one ear.
Oh. What'd you say?
Reminiscing.
Oh, just like a ah at the end?
Mm-hmm. What's it say on the... Oh, it says polarized. Polarized. You don't even see it.
These are very tight.
I know.
Do you see it? It's so tight.
Told you.
Ugh. I feel like a mental patient. This looks like a hospital gown.
So ugly.
It's so ugly, but I didn't have a bra. Look, it has like buttons on
You
the...
at home and everything,
Look at
bitch.
that.
You could have grabbed a bra.
I know, but I was
Anyways.
playing. But doesn't this look like a hospital gown?
Yeah, the color, for sure.
Well, the stuff. Look at that.
Yeah. The inside looks comfortable.
I could be naked
Yeah,
in
why is
this.
it so baggy at the
It's,
bottom?
this is mom's. I just didn't have a bra, and so I took her
Yeah.
shirt. We're not going to do
We're not gonna
listener's
do
choice
something.
this week. This
Yeah.
week we have such a long list of things that we're going to talk about that we're just going to jump right into that because
Dive right into it.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a whole lot.
We went down a rabbit hole
We went on.
at brunch yesterday.
Look at your lips.
Me.
It's really
Can I talk to you back here?
dry. Huh?
Oh, yeah, we can't go back.
What?
Do you watch those two? It's a podcast with they're two drag queens, and sometimes like they'll be recording together, and sometimes like when they don't like something that each other says, they're like, "Hey, can I see you back here real quick?" And they'll both go. Anyways, so back to the topic in hand. So it was reminiscing with us. So reminiscing with us basically just nostalgic.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
The 90s,
Oh,
early 2000s.
you know what? It makes me feel so fucking old.
Oh, yeah. When we were running through all the things yesterday,
The
I was
reason
like,
why,
what?
what made me think of the topic of nostalgia is because the other day at work, how old is she?
Oh,
One of my coworkers, she's like, I think she's like 23,
mm-hmm.
maybe.
She's
Yeah,
young.
around there. Anyways, so she's pregnant, and I saw on my news feed there was like a collab with baby swaddlers. So it was like a baby blanket and the baby hat, and it was a collab with Lisa Frank. So, and I know this girl's like really girly and all extra. So literally, and this is her first baby. So I was like, I saw it. I was like, look.
An
And I showed
icon.
her it. And she had no reaction. I'm like, look, it's Lisa Frank. And she goes, who's that? Bitch.
Yeah, that's annoying.
What?
Yeah.
Another girl who I used to work with, I was like, you know who the Spice Girls are? And she goes, are they like a band or something?
Hmm.
Oh,
That's insane.
twisted me up inside. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know
real
what
fucked
to
up. How do
do.
you not know who this? But they probably know like their song. Like if you sang like,
Yeah, that's what I did. I sung and sung, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I know who it is." And there's so much that when we think back on, it makes us sound old as fuck.
yeah, but everything from electronics to like playing outside to
Yeah,
all kinds of things, things from school,
yeah,
things at home. There's
yeah.
so much now that if we said it to our kids, they'd be like,
Dinosaur.
"Ooh, that's like
What is that?
that reminds me of like when I would ask Titi Yoli, like,
Mm-hmm.
were you a kid? Like, were you alive when black and white TVs were a thing?" She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, was life in black and white? You know?
What's that show?
Pleasantville.
Yes.
I know, that's why I think that.
Yeah, Pleasantville.
Yeah, they were in black and white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. So let's say like you are showing someone a picture of you out and it's black and white. You show one of your friends and they're like, "Oh my God, I love that dress on you." It's just black and white. You don't even know.
Or if you take a
What?
picture outside and you're like, the sky was so blue that day.
Oh my God, check out this
The
sunset.
sunset. There were
Check
no
out
sunset
this
pictures back then
sunset.
because it was just all black and
Yeah.
white, gray,
Wow.
different shades of
Mm,
gray. Shades of gray, 50 Shades of Gray.
maybe.
Did you ever read that?
I don't read.
I know.
I saw the movie.
It's good. You saw all of them?
No,
I
it's
recently
too much.
rewatched all of them again and it was good.
I bet you did.
Yeah. So let's go
Yeah.
ahead.
Let's jump into our nostalgia.
So we're going to start off with the playing outside.
Oh,
My kids
that
still
was the
play
best.
outside, but it is not the same at
It's not
all
the same.
as how we used to go. We used to just go.
Yeah.
There were no phones. There were no like tracking. Now I track my kids when they're outside. I know exactly where they are. Mom just trusted Jesus.
Yeah, we were just actually encouraged to go, like, go outside.
Yeah, get out of my hair.
Go outside.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, it's hot outside today. Most of the
Yeah.
time, yeah.
It's hot outside. I don't wanna.
It's hot
Just go.
outside. Go outside.
Go knock on Stephen or Michael's door.
Yeah.
Stephen and Michael.
Yeah, it's Stephen and Michael.
Yeah.
But that was a neighbor that we grew up with. But we lived in our childhood house for many years.
Yeah.
Like we had our elementary school in our
In
neighborhood.
our backyard.
So it's crazy. Yeah, we walked through our backyard and we were in the front of the school.
If you looked out of the backyard, you can see
You
the
can see
school.
uh-huh. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I went to the same. Did you go
Yeah,
kindergarten through
kindergarten to
fifth?
fifth. Yeah.
Me too. Okay, we both went there kindergarten through fifth grade.
Little river
Elementary where education flows. Reading, writing, caring, sharing, learning.
as we
Hold on, bitch. Are you doing sign language?
No, I don't know sign language.
Oh.
We're
We're the keepers of tomorrow, colors green and blue. We'll do our best to keep on shining through. I wish I had a recorder right now. I'd end that with the yeah,
Hot press buns.
oh yeah, yeah. Hot cross buns. Yeah, Little River Elementary. That was
Kindergarten
our
through
fucking
fifth.
school. But anyways, yeah, my fuck, man.
We go off of so much that
All
we
the
can't do this whole
time.
thing. I know.
All the
And it
time.
makes my life horrible because I
Because
want to
you have
like, yeah,
to
edit
edit
it. Okay.
it. Like we're all together.
Okay, so playing outside. We used to play manhunt,
So we lived in
a neighborhood,
yeah, bitch.
but it was a square.
No,
with
it
a
was a
line.
circle.
No, it wasn't.
We went, okay, go stand, yeah, no, bitch. We were literally in the, next to the corner house. It wasn't square,
I bet
bitch.
I could look it up and it's a square.
Okay, I don't care. Stop.
I could.
The
And it is.
house
We're in the
next
corner
to
house.
us, Bill,
Oh my God. I bet Bill died.
yeah,
He was so old. What about
it
Bill?
was in the corner. Anyways, so we lived in a block.
In a
Boom.
block. That's what
Duh.
it is. That's a square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, you're right.
I know.
Okay, so anyways, we had a block, so it was a circle, square,
It was a fucking
whatever.
square.
We had a block. It
Doesn't
was a
matter.
circle of houses or
Mhm.
whatever, inner and outer, and every kid that lived in our neighborhood,
There were so many
we
kids.
fucked with. Like that was our gang. Like
Yeah.
literally, we would go in groups, in on bikes, go-peds, all our fucking
Mm-hmm.
powered things that took us
Mopeds.
around.
Yeah.
We would be what, like 20 plus kids?
Oh my God, it was a lot of
There was a
kids.
big group of us. Like we were
lot.
a gang.
My favorite part of that was that we had dead ends in the back of the neighborhood that led to like the
The
woods.
woods. And all of us grew up together.
Yeah.
The kids who lived in that neighborhood went to the same elementary school and were with us like K through 5. Like
Yeah.
were with us from the beginning.
I think we were
So
really the only ones that left.
yeah,
When we
left
left,
like
nobody
we
had left. Nobody had moved out or
Everyone
anything
had
like
been
that.
there
Yeah.
forever. So it was really like one of those movies. What's up? Like one
Like
of
The
those
Sandlot?
movies. Mm,
Kind of like The Sandlot.
I guess.
The big group of
Yeah.
kids, yeah.
No, what's those? Yeah, the four girls that are friends.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Bitch. No,
I've
the
never seen
four
that.
young girls, and they ride their bikes. One's like a redhead chubby girl. One is, oh man, is one of them? What's her name? Veda.
I don't know.
Anyways, fuck, I forgot. Yeah, we all grew up
Woods.
together, so that's what made our childhood like so great is that like all these kids, what we who we played with outside. Maybe that's why mom was so trusting of us going outside, because it was all the same people. She knew who we were with.
I mean, maybe, but then like things would happen. Like,
Oh, things would definitely
yeah.
fucking
Do you
happen.
remember when that girl sent a picture of me in a coffin that she drew?
Oh
And
yeah,
because I liked the same boy as her,
the
I think
girl
I was
whose
in like,
uncle with one arm.
he had one leg. Was it one
Oh,
arm?
one something. No, one arm,
One
because he
arm.
would
Yeah,
walk
he had a
around the block
nub.
all the time. One
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I smacked that one girl?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that wasn't even her fault.
I know. It was your
It
fault.
was your fault. Who smacks them back?
I don't know. I got smacked. Or what? I got my hair pulled. Something.
I think I pulled your
I
hair.
think Michelle pulled my hair from on the bus from the back. And I turned around and the first person I saw got smacked like full
In the
force
face.
in the face. And it was this poor little girl.
Yeah, because I did like a
I feel bad
pool. I went
now.
back and like looked out the window.
Which is such a normal thing for kids to do.
Yeah, but that girl was so little, and Christina's
All
hand, she's
right,
got
all
them
right.
paws.
That's too much. Now I sound bad. Now I sound like a bully.
You were a girl that got bullied that ended up bullying some people. You fought that boy
I
on
did.
the
I
bus.
beat his fucking
You
ass. I
did.
dragged him.
He hit you back and everything, but you dragged him off
And
the
it doesn't
bus.
matter. I
Yeah,
fucked that boy up so bad.
yeah,
And he was so embarrassed. I
so
remember
embarrassed.
everyone was like, holy shit, you got beat up by a girl.
Hmm. My favorite moment in the woods, though, was definitely when we
Oh, we used
built
to
the
always be in
raft.
the woods.
When we built the raft,
Oh,
there
did
was
we
like a
build
little
that
lake. We
raft?
did build it, which was
I feel
crazy.
like what
Mm-mm.
my memory's not the same
There were
of yours.
tires and there was a wood
The wood plank
board.
though, but the wood board.
We put a tire underneath it.
Oh
That's what made
yeah.
it float. And then so it was we just put a
Yeah.
tire with a
Yeah.
wood like what is that
Like
called?
like a 2x4 plank,
No,
like
it
a
was like
sheet.
the thing that you pack things on and like
Yeah.
like Home Depot, the pallets.
A
It
pallet.
was a
It
pallet. It was
was
a
a
wood pallet.
pallet.
Yeah,
Yes.
we put
Now
a
it's coming
wood
back to
pallet
me.
onto the tire, and there was
Mm-hmm.
a body of water, which is crazy because we didn't know how deep it was. But we
No.
put
Or
this
what
raft
was
in
in
there,
it?
and it
It was
floated.
dirty.
So we were like, somebody should get on this raft.
Yeah.
And then we convinced, should we say his name?
A boy that we were with in the
Yeah,
woods.
we convinced one of our
Our
friends,
neighbors.
our neighbors, to
Mm-hmm.
get on the raft. And we thought, we were like, let's just let him sit there
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know what can
He's
happen.
but no one wanted to go on because he's like, no, you're gonna push me in.
Yeah.
And we're like,
And we're like, no, we're
no,
not
no, we're
because we
not.
weren't
Just
going
sit on the
to.
fucking
But
raft.
then
Like,
Christina goes, here, hold on to this stick while you get on there. He gets on and he's like ready to get off.
and
And
he's
Christina just goes, she sends him
I
off.
send him in the center of the fucking lake.
And he starts floating back and freaking out, freaking the
Yeah.
fuck out.
No,
And
no,
none of us
no,
can
bring
do
me back,
anything.
bring me back. And
But
I'm
he
just
had the
like,
stick. He held the stick. So then he was trying
that's
to like
why. I
row
gave him
it.
the stick. I'm like, here,
You didn't do
hold
that
this
for
stick.
him. You did it to
No,
push him
I
out.
know. But no, that's why I pushed him out. Because I was like, fuck, he's gonna sit on this raft. I'm gonna give him the stick. But when he holds onto it, I'm having the other end. And instead of just letting go, I'm gonna push him out
You
with
did.
it. And I did.
You launched him.
I did.
And then he's in the middle of this lake, and we're all
He was
looking like,
freaking out.
well,
Oh,
we
he
were
was
scared
freaking
too.
out.
You were laughing, and we were scared. We were like, oh my God, if there's an alligator in here, what if he falls? Like, what? We don't know what's in this lake. And he's like, he was on the verge of tears in the
Yeah.
middle of this lake, and Christina's doing that stupid laugh, and it's fucking laughing. And poor kid. I don't even remember. I think he just like, he took the stick and he was
He
trying to
did.
row it,
I
and he
think
rowed his way back
he got wet. Like he was halfway in the
because he
water.
jumped out at the
Yeah,
end.
he jumped out in the end.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
when he
he
could
just,
touch
he
ground.
was so pissed off, he just went home.
He did. He
He
went
just went
home. He
home.
was so mad at us.
Yeah. And then I laughed after, but we were in the
Like,
middle.
why did you do
Yeah.
that?
This was the middle of the woods though, where we didn't know like what was back there, who was back there. We remember
Yeah,
when we've gotten lost
we've
in those
gotten.
woods
I was about
before
to say,
while the
remember when
sun
we
was
got
going down?
lost?
We're so scared. And our parents were just like, "Oh, they're out playing."
Mm-hmm.
We were out in the woods.
Yeah,
But that's why it was great. We used to do manhunt, just be out until the sun went down.
manhunt, and
Yeah.
what our manhunt was so fucking great.
Yeah.
We would get kids from the next neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
to join, and
Yeah.
it would be like that would be like 30 plus kids.
Yeah.
And we'd have walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm.
We'd go into fucking groups and into the fucking night.
Yeah.
We would play Manhunt, and it
Mm-hmm.
was the most amazing games of Manhunt.
Yeah, it
Like,
was so good.
so fucking extreme. It was
Yeah.
so great. Oh my gosh.
Those
Good
were the best
times.
times. We'd climb on the roofs.
Yep, we would climb
No
on
business
roofs.
climbing on
There was
roofs.
yeah, a couple abandoned houses in the neighborhoods, and those got it the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all up on
We
the
were
roofs.
all up in them, on
Fence,
them, behind
roof.
them.
Yeah. We climb
Yeah,
up there.
for sure.
And like we said, there were no cell phones at that time. So that's one
No.
of the other things we're talking about is I think we were the last generation of kids to grow up without cell phones. Because
Yeah,
then
no, because I
they,
remember when the cell phone came out.
yeah.
But I remember our signal to go home was when the street light turns on. It's
And
like
then
when the
if
street light
you
turns
didn't
on,
go,
when it got dark, it's like holy, oh, we would look up like for the bat signal, like, oh shit, it's time to go home.
I remember I got my first phone, which was a Razor. I think it was a silver Razor at 16 years old. But before that, we were just like out with no way to contact mom, no way for mom to contact us, which is insane because my 11-year-old has a tracker on her phone where I can always see where she is. And I can't imagine doing it any other way or having it any other way.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like I mean, my son is in Jacksonville right now, doing something great for his future, which is really cool. Like I'm really proud of him for it. But literally I've been looking on Find My at night. I like zoomed in. I see the hotel that he's in. Like this morning, like I if I did it, oh my God, like what? I don't even know. Even mom now and them, they're
They're on a
on a cruise
cruise.
right now. Bitch, I zoomed in. They're in the it shows them in the ocean.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
like I
always
tracked the fuck out
looking
of
at each
them.
other.
But make sure everyone's good. So
So,
I can imagine as a mother what that's like to not know internet.
internet. We were
That
around when
goes
the
hand in
internet
hand.
came to be,
Like the
which
cell
is
phone. With the
crazy.
cell phones, well, with the cell phones also, like what was your first cell phone? My first cell phone was a Nokia, that bulletproof
Oh,
Nokia.
I had a Razor.
No, okay, my first, so yours was after that kid didn't come out. Mine was that bulletproof Nokia that had Snake on it,
Yeah.
and literally you could throw it against a wall, and that shit was bulletproof.
And there was no internet on it.
No.
Internet came later and we were like, what?
That's
We
what
can
I'm
get
saying. It
on
was just
MySpace
Snake.
on this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy to know, for our kids to know we were around and played and all this stuff before internet was even a
Yeah.
thing. We,
Yeah, when the internet came out, I remember they would send these discs in the
yeah, to
mail.
update your
Like
Windows,
with no, it would have like hours.
Internet Explorer. Is that the CDs that
The
it's like
CDs
upload the
that it
Internet
had like
Explorer?
hours of internet on it or some
I don't
of
remember that.
AIM or AOL or some shit. I forgot what it was, but it was like 1,000 hours on the internet, whatever. They used to come for free in the mail. That's I remember like vaguely.
We used to, how about the internet startup? When we used to turn on the computer, that sound. But we were also
Good
talking
sound.
yesterday about how crazy it is that you couldn't be on the internet and the phone
And the
at the
phone at the
same
same time.
time.
Yeah.
Like people would yell at
You would
you,
pick up the phone and you hear that, and you're like, get off the computer, I'm on the phone. Or,
I'm expecting a call.
uh-huh, yeah.
I need to make a phone call, get off the internet. We'd have to get off and wait
It's
for that to
one
be
or the
done.
other.
Yeah, one or
One
the
or the
other is
other.
insane.
When you were on the internet, your phone was not available. That's crazy.
That's so crazy.
How about the first computers?
Yeah. Well,
Big old
that was the big,
boxes and like, yeah.
the big boxes,
Like,
and then the
and no
Apple
fucking
ones.
laptops. Like
Everything was big and
the
bulky.
school ones.
Yeah.
Those see-through, translucent, colored,
The original Apple.
computers.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Macs. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was crazy.
That
That
is
was cool.
crazy. Big bag. They were like big bag computers with like
Orange, red,
translucent
blue,
colors.
green. Yeah, all the
Yeah.
colors. And then how about CDs and cassettes?
Oh my
All
gosh.
music.
Yeah.
How about finding a song on a cassette?
Yeah.
The fast forward,
Oh
rewind to
my
find the right
God.
song.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's
I don't
crazy.
think kids will ever know that struggle because there's no way to get
Yeah, there's
directly
no skip.
to. No, there's no skip.
There's no skip.
If
You
you find
can't
the song,
see.
you have to rewind, play to get to the beginning of the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
cassette player. Do you oh, what?
The
Is
Walkman?
this no, bitch, the Talkman from Home
Oh,
Alone?
yeah.
Remember that shit? The recorder?
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was really cool. We didn't
That
even
was
talk about
really
that one
cool.
yesterday, but I like that one. Or
Yeah.
the talk, wasn't there a girl
Talk
one?
man,
Talk
talk
girl?
boy, talk
Talk boy,
girl.
talk girl.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, you had the aim?
I was like a teenager when AIM was a thing. My
Yeah.
thing was like PRQT 90.
Oh my God. Jesus.
What was yours?
I forgot.
You don't know yours?
I forgot.
But yeah, no, I got into some chat rooms that I shouldn't have gotten into and was like talking to people that I didn't even know. Like
Yeah.
that was back when the internet was like really scary. Internet's
CD
still
player, I
scary.
mean, CDs were cool though. Like CDs, you'd have the big old CD book,
Mm-hmm.
like in someone's car or just in their house. Like you'd
Just
go
flipping.
flipping through their big ass book of CDs.
Yeah. On Christmas morning when you knew it was a CD because of how it was wrapped, but
Oh
you were like
yeah.
waiting to see which CD it was, if it's the
Or
new
a
Backstreet Boys
DVD,
CD. Oh yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we used to always get DVDs in our stockings for Christmas every year. And before that, remember the fucking movies, cassette movies.
VHS.
Remember the V like there were like signature ones like the Rugrats movie was like in this
Orange.
orange box
Mm-hmm.
and
And an
like
orange VHS,
yeah,
actual
bitch.
tape.
Yeah.
That was Blockbuster days.
Oh, Blockbuster. Mom used to take
Blockbuster.
us to Blockbuster like every
Fridays.
Fridays. Yeah. Every
Fridays.
Friday we would like see that's all like traditional stuff that
Mm-hmm.
we used to do before Redbox, before any of that shit.
Yeah.
It was Blockbuster. Used to go there. We used to get, did we get a snack?
Yeah,
Were
we
we
would get a
allowed to get
candy.
stuff? Yeah, we would get a candy
Mm-hmm.
and we would get a kid's movie and she would get an adult movie, whatever.
Do you
Like a
remember
grown-up
they
movie,
had like
which
a
would be like a
section of
rated R
Do you
movie.
remember they had a section of porn in the back? Like a
Yeah,
room that 18 and
yeah.
up can go
Yeah,
into?
I always wanted to go in there.
I wanted to sneak in, but it
Hmm.
never did. But then they would have like the good movies would only be on a 2-day rental.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then there would be
What?
like the 5-day rentals for like the older
Yeah.
movies.
So we would always pick out a kid's movie and she would get like a rated R movie or something like an
Mm-hmm.
adult movie, but
Or
not.
sometimes like they wouldn't have the movie that you wanted to watch, so then you would put your name down and they'd call you when when it came back in
Oh my
stock.
God.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
crazy
all
checking out
coming
fucking
back. It's
movies.
all
That's
coming
nuts.
back
And
to
when you
me
owed, when your
now.
movies were late,
Late fees.
and you had to pay money,
All
like a
the
late
yeah,
fee.
late fees. All
What?
those
You
late fees
didn't
just like
return it in
vanished
time?
when
That's so crazy. You
Blockbuster
like
closed.
you'd have to go to Blockbuster to return it in the little chute.
Mm-hmm. Even if it was
Shoot.
closed, you could just push.
Yeah.
Mom used to like go drop it in the chute.
Yeah. Oh my
Drop it in the chute.
gosh. We used to always want to get out of the car to go drop it in the chute.
Yeah,
To drop all the movies off. That's
that
so
was cool.
funny. Good times. What else? Let's talk about on those old phones we would record voicemails.
Mm-hmm.
So voicemails wouldn't be like we couldn't pick you can't pick a fucking song, whatever. So literally we would hold our phone up to like a boombox or the radio
Mm-hmm.
and like whatever when our favorite song came on, we would wait. Our favorite song come
Or call
on
the
and
radio and
then
request
or
it.
yeah, call the radio and request it and then be like, "Hey, I can't come to the phone right now, so just leave a message and I'll call you back." And put it against
And then
it
you slowly
and
pull it
let the
away.
song, we put it against the speaker and just let the song fucking play like
Mm-hmm.
on our favorite part and just let it rock for a little bit and then just,
Pull it away
okay,
slowly.
bye. Like,
Or
or go,
did you ever do the hello?
oh yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to trick people.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not actually here right
Yeah.
now,
Leave a
so call me
message.
back.
It was like, fuck.
Yeah. Even just have like taking a blank cassette and recording the songs
Bitch.
on the
Burning
radio.
CDs.
Burning CDs
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Burning CDs on
LimeWire,
LimeWire,
all that
giving your
shit,
mom
giving your thing
viruses,
viruses. Yep. Oh yeah.
and then writing the song names on the
Yeah.
CD,
Yeah.
right?
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever make a CD, burn a CD for a boy?
No.
Me neither.
Nicole used to burn CDs a lot.
She did. I bet she still has the book. She had an
Yeah.
album. I bet she still has an
Yeah, she
album
was like good at that.
of stuff. Yeah, and she had a fire playlist too. It's pretty good.
Yeah, old school when you had to do things the hard way, like in detail.
Like writing notes to your friends instead of texting them.
Yeah, definitely in school. You
Mm-hmm.
fucking did origami. You
Yeah.
folded those, you did all these long letters.
Long.
First, oh my gosh, the most I love when people would have like color pencils or gel pens
Mm-hmm.
and switch colors throughout the like do a few
Yeah.
sentences in orange and then move to purple then move to pink
Mm-hmm.
and then so your letter would be like in all different like colors
Yeah.
and then you fold it up in some origami way with like a pull tab and
Pull
everything
here.
pull here to for the person to open it and it was just like
Beautiful.
an experience, yeah,
Yeah. When
so
your friend used to
personalized.
hand you a note, oh
Yeah,
my
in
God, you
between
just feel so
classes, just
special.
like the handoff was like a drug deal.
If it was in class, in between, not so
Yeah,
much, but in class, it was like,
yeah,
like give
yeah,
this to that person.
yeah. Pass it over.
Pass it.
Pass it down.
And then some asshole kid would open
Yeah,
it and like start to read it. I
yeah.
was like,
It's not
no,
for you,
don't do that.
motherfucker. Nothing
Did
for you, Gretchen Wieners. What do we have before cell phones? The house phones.
Oh my
Fucking house
gosh.
phones. And that we went through, we've
Cords.
seen the house phone go through a few. We
Yeah.
weren't there during rotary times, the rotary phones.
Yeah.
We weren't there during those
Mm-mm.
times. I've seen them before,
Yeah.
but that wasn't our time. That was before our time.
Mm-hmm.
Our time was like the fucking 10-foot cord.
10-foot
The
cord.
10-foot cord where you can
Before the
answer the
10-foot
phone
cord,
in the
because
kitchen and then still be in your living room and talking on it and it's all stretched
it
out.
was before the 10-foot cord, because I remember
What?
when we got the 10-foot cord, I was excited.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a short
We had a
cord?
short cord, and then we got a long cord, and we could
Yeah.
go. I used to go like room. Oh, I
Bitch.
know. Fuck. I'll just beep it out.
Okay.
I used to go to her
Ugh.
room. I used to go to the other sister's room
Yeah.
and be like, "It's for you."
Imagine running and it like slings you back.
Yeah, I dropped that phone a few
Yeah.
times, but it had like when you
Yeah,
would be
you
standing
drop
next to
it.
it, the cord would be touching the floor, all like
Yeah,
curled
literally.
up.
Yeah, no. You know how they say like when you're on like a call with someone that you like want to talk to, like a boy or whatever, and how you do random stuff? Like you used to twirl yourself in the curl,
Oh
in the
yeah,
cord.
spin and then spin out.
Spin in the
I would
cord,
like wrap it around
spin
my
out.
arm, just like wrap it up.
Wrap it
Just
around your
random
arm.
shit.
Okay, so anyways, what else? When you had a call, another call, so it didn't have caller ID.
We didn't
We
have call
saw
waiting
caller ID.
either
Yep, no call waiting.
at
It would
first.
like have a bloop bloop
Well,
like
they
that.
would get a beep,
Yeah,
beep, beep,
yeah.
beep when there were, and then you can tell the other person was on the phone, so you had to wait and then call
Right,
later.
right.
But then we got call
We
waiting,
got
and we
call
were like, oh
waiting.
my God, this is amazing. I'm gonna click over. I have another call.
Yeah.
And then
Then we got caller
caller
ID, and it
ID.
was like a box
It was
that
its
wasn't
own
attached.
box.
It wasn't on
We're
the
like, let's see
phone.
this
It was its
caller.
own
So you know
box.
what's crazy is that we
That's
used to answer the phone
crazy.
not knowing who it was.
Yeah, no.
Always. We would always, hello, and then
Yeah.
find out who it
Who's this?
was.
Yeah.
Always. That's weird.
Yeah, so weird.
Yeah.
And then there was like then it got what then we got the cordless phone. Oh no. Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
cordless phone, but the thing with house phones too, even when there were okay, so when there became the cordless phones,
Mm-hmm.
my mom bought a couple and had them throughout the house. So
Yeah.
that was one thing like, you when you're calling a boy or even your friend, you
Wait,
have to
do you remember when you would lose the cordless phone? You'd have to press the button and it would be
search for it.
beeping?
Yeah. To find it. You have to find it.
Anyway, yeah.
But you'll give a friend your phone number at school or a boy your phone number at
Oh my
school and they'll
gosh,
call
yeah.
and be like, "Hey, can I talk to Michelle? Can I talk to Christina?" And
So
then you have to
embarrassing.
ask for the person. And
Yeah.
then usually like even for us, like when we call, we have to ask a boy's mother if he's home.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is this guy home? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "No, he's doing homework. He can't talk right now or he's outside
Click.
playing." Yeah.
I had one of the
But
boys that I like, his sister would always answer, like, it's Michelle again. He's not available.
again,
Hang up.
again is crazy.
I told him all the time.
But how about when someone would call you and you'll be on the phone for a minute and mom will pick up the other cordless phone?
Hang up, I need to call
Hang up, I
someone.
need to call. Hang up, I need the phone. Hey, I gotta call you back. My mom needs the phone.
Or if like you'd be on the phone and I'd get on the other line, just listen
No.
in.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know
Yeah.
mom would listen in too.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
listen in.
yeah. Get out the phone.
I wish that were still an option.
I
I
gotta
would
call
listen to my
someone.
kids.
Or even with cell phones when they first came out. When cell phones first came out, it was the minutes. It was minutes.
You can
You
only
had to pay
talk
by
free after
minute, so it was
9.
free after 9. So
Yeah.
everyone's like, call me after 9 or on the weekends, right?
After 9 and on the weekends,
Yeah,
yeah. And the text, you had a
yeah,
certain number of texts that you can send, and you
yeah.
had to have like a plan. And if you go over that, they charge you more.
They
So then
charge
mom
you
would
for
have a
minutes.
list and be like, "You sent all these texts. Like, why are you
Yeah.
texting
Oh
like
my
this?"
God.
Yeah, that
That
was
sounds
crazy. I
crazy.
know. And then when unlimited text became a thing, we were like, all the text that you want, like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter, unlimited.
Yeah. And
You would
even
have to pay
unlimited
for that.
talk. Like you don't have to pay for minutes to
Unlimited
talk.
talk and text. Remember when
Remember
they would
when you
say that?
would run out of minutes
No.
on your phone?
And be like, didn't
Your
the phone
phone
say
used
how
to.
many minutes you had left?
I don't
And you'd
remember.
be like, I have to call you back. I have to call you back
Yeah.
after 9. Hang
Yeah.
up.
Hmm.
Or on like the Nokia phone or even on the Razor, how it wasn't a screen. So you'd have to hit a button 3 times to get to one
Oh my
letter.
gosh. Yeah, when you
Like
text.
the kids will never understand that struggle of like
Yeah.
to put the word like you have to T double tap here and E 3 taps here.
Yeah.
And I can still do it. I can
Hmm.
still, it's muscle memory. I can mess that up. Sidekicks. Did you ever have a
I
sidekick?
never had a
Oh, I was
sidekick.
so good at the
I started
sidekick, and then I
one.
would flip it up and then put it back down and flip it
Yeah.
up again.
I miss a good flip phone so I can hang up on someone in style. Like
Yeah,
just smack that bitch. I'm done. Yeah, the drama of a flip phone was nice to hang up on people.
for sure.
Hmm.
Especially in public. You
What?
just like slammed it down and you just
Oh
kept
my
on
God.
going.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at this and yeah, it is everywhere. So how about like in Blockbuster? Remember on the videos it would say be kind, rewind.
Rewind. Yeah,
You had to rewind when you were finished with the movie.
you had
You
to
had to
rewind it
rewind it to the
for
beginning
the next
so the
person.
next person can watch it
You know what would be
from the
terrible?
beginning.
We've gotten movies that
'Cause-
they started in
Yeah,
like in
because
the
some
middle.
fucking asshole
Hmm.
didn't
And it
rewind.
ruins the movie sometimes because
Fuck,
sometimes it
man.
goes on
If
an
you didn't
important part.
rewind, fuck you.
Also, Titi
Really,
Norma
really.
used to have this little, we
A
didn't have it, a
rewinder.
rewinder
Yeah.
that you would slide it in and you would just push it down and hold it and then it would just pop up
Yeah, it
when it
was an
was done
automatic
rewinding.
rem an
Rewinding.
automatic rem I can't say it. Reminder.
And
A automatic rewinder.
be kind.
Heard.
Rewind.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, what are some nostalgic items that we had
Oh
like
my
as a kid?
gosh.
What do you remember like around the house or like household stuff? Like
Let's just to go
let's
down the
just
list.
yeah.
Looney
So
Tune cups.
the Looney Tune
The Looney
cups,
Tune cups with the faces
the
on it.
Roadrunner with the big ass nose.
You'd
They
be,
smelled like this weird plasticky
or
material,
rubber.
like a rubber. Yeah, they smelled weird.
They
I
were
remember
stinky. Every
that. We
time you
always
took a
got those.
sip, you would smell
Not
it.
sure where you get those, but it was like, yeah, you had a Bugs Bunny cup
Yeah.
and it was like a matte rubber material. It's
Yeah, it was
weird.
like
A
rubbery.
plastic. I don't know.
That's weird.
Anyways, what else?
Here,
Barney stuffed animal. That was my
you had
shit.
the Barney stuffed
I
animal.
love Barney. Barney was my
What? You're what?
he was my friend. But I had a Barney
You're
stuffed
awful.
animal. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
you got made fun of a few times
I don't give
in
a
daycare. I know you didn't, but you got
fuck. I
made
love
fun of a few
Barney.
times because you had a that Barney stuffed animal
Hmm.
that you would take everywhere with you, and I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
stunk. It was stinky.
No, he
No,
was
it was
just
stinky.
dirty.
No, because when you slept, you would drool. It would smell like your drool.
Hmm,
It was stinky.
maybe.
Um,
But
we
yeah.
had the sticky stars on the roof
Oh, bitch. Yep.
all
And
over
I
the
used to
place,
get the pack of stars
like
and hold
200
it under a
stars.
light before I opened the pack. And then put it, and it came with like this glue that, I mean, this
Double-sided
looked
tape.
like fucking pieces of gum. It looked like little
Oh,
pieces
oh,
of
the
gum.
tacky,
Yeah, the tacky. And you would
tacky
stick that to the fucking ceiling, and at
hmm
night you're ceiling with
stars.
glow with
Yeah.
stars. It would glow in the dark.
You also had inflatable furniture.
Inflatable furniture. I
Yeah.
absolutely had an inflatable chair. I
Yeah.
think maybe an ottoman, but definitely the inflatable chair. I
Maybe.
definitely had.
Let me
What else?
see. We had a
A
PlayStation
PlayStation 1.
1.
Yeah,
We
when
had a
that place,
PlayStation
bitch,
1
even before PlayStation 1, we had a Super Nintendo. We used to stay up playing
all
Super Mario
night.
all fucking night
During
to beat the
summer,
whole
forget
game.
it. We would break
During the
night.
summer,
Mm-hmm.
crazy. During the summer, we used to play it all day outside.
Mm-hmm.
And at night, we would come in and play fucking Nintendo. The fucking, what is
The duck
the
game.
duck
The
game? The
duck game with the
orange and
orange
gray gun.
controller. Yeah.
It was a
I don't
gun.
remember what it was called.
It
Yeah,
was
it
an
was a
orange and
gun.
gray gun,
Uh-huh.
and you used to shoot the
The
ducks.
flying
The
ducks.
flying ducks. That
Yeah.
was cool.
We're gonna run back outside real quick.
Run back
Where
outside.
did the roly-polies go?
Where the fuck did the roly
When was the
polies
last
go?
time you've seen a roly-poly?
When I was a little kid.
Yeah. I used
My
to
kid, I
collect the
don't think my
roly-polies.
kids have ever, no, I don't think my kids have ever seen
Ashton wouldn't know what it was if he saw
roly
one.
polies. Yeah.
No. Where did they
Roly.
go? Because they were everywhere. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't just a couple of them. They were
Yeah,
everywhere.
they're non-existent anymore.
Did they go extinct
I don't know, but roly polies and those little spiky balls
on the trees?
from the trees, and you used to pick them from your tree, and we used to put them in our little
Basket.
basket from
Yeah.
our bikes.
Yeah, but
Our bike
we
baskets,
tried
and we
looking up.
tried Googling it and we
No.
can't find it. It's like they never fucking existed,
Like
but
it
they
was a
did.
fever dream.
No, it wasn't. They definitely existed. It was like not those spikes that like get caught on your pants, like
Yeah.
when you're in the grass and shit like that. Those suck too.
Oh my
But
God, hold on. Because I'm thinking it's this that's hurting my head, but I think it's
it's
the
the
fucking glasses.
glasses. It is.
Oh my God, it
That's what happened to me on the
hurts.
last episode. I told you,
This hurts
bitch.
so, you don't
You
see
got
me
dandruff.
adjusting this like back and forth. I'm like trying to fix
Yeah,
it,
you
but this
got a
shit,
big hunk of
is it a crumb or is it a dandruff?
Why would you have a crumb by your ear?
I don't know.
It's a dandruff for sure, bitch.
Is it gone?
He's chilling on your ear. It's
Ew.
all over your ear.
My hair?
Oh, it's thick. It's behind your ear. Let's just leave it.
My
Anyways,
head
but
hurts though. I don't think I can do this
yeah, I
anymore.
told you. Bitch, I had
It's
those
this
on the
because now I
last
feel
episode.
better.
Why would I know?
Oh my God.
I know, I
This is so
experienced
painful.
it.
Why would these
Yeah,
expensive ass
and I was
glasses
about to say, I
be?
bet mom paid
Look at this.
a
Whose head
pretty
is this
penny.
small?
I know. There's someone with
Definitely not
money.
mom's either.
People with money have little heads.
Stop.
But
Ugh,
oh my
I'm just gonna
God, help
suffer
me.
through it.
Anyways,
These
but
suck.
yeah, put on
These
another
hurt
one.
so bad.
Did you saw me suffering last in
I
the
know.
last
Let me have
episode
one.
and
It's
you
okay.
decided to put those same
All
ones
right.
on? Anyways,
The
what else?
Florida, those little spiky things on the tree, but also, do you remember when we would go to our cousin Pito's house and we would roll down his hill? We would end up with those little spiky things all
All
over our
over.
pants and
Yeah.
everywhere. The little, they
Do you
call them the Florida
remember in
spikies. I
school
don't know
when
what
we
they're
used to
called.
color pine cones?
Colored pine cones?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We used to color, decorate them. They would put glue and drop
Yeah,
glitter on
I still
them.
do that.
Do
I should have brought
they?
one home.
My
Yeah.
kids have never brought home
I
a
should have
pine
brought one
cone.
home.
Hmm.
How about, okay, so we had a tree house when we were little, and
Yeah, we did
around
in
the
our
tree house,
backyard.
there was a ton of ferns. So we would go, one of us would go on the top of the tree
We'd
house,
pull
and there
the
was a
ferns.
slide. And then the other one would grab like two handfuls of ferns, just like go to the base and pull it up, go to the base and pull it up, have two hands of ferns. And then when the other person went down the slide, we would just like confetti and throw it over. Confetti them.
Confetti! It would
Yeah.
be all in your fucking
But it takes
hair.
so long for it to drop down that you're at the bottom of the slide, like just letting it come down.
Confetti.
Yeah. Or the pine trees had these tiny little,
Um,
like brown ones
oh
that if you
yeah.
take them and you crumble them, if they're
Yeah.
dry, it's tiny
Rumble it.
confetti.
Yeah.
And then you can just like, and her hair is so curly, it would get
You
stuck in
know
there.
what? Why is it so common for kids like to throw shit at each other? Like just shit from outside. Shit from outside. Kid that like you pick something up and your first instinct is to throw it at
I feel like
somebody.
I still get that first instinct though. Like,
But
you almost threw the uterus at me.
oh yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true. That's funny.
Yeah. But that
Mm,
was great confetti.
good times.
Um,
Confetti.
it was
What?
fun.
Remember when it would rain outside and we'd
Yeah.
slide down the slide
Oh, with
wet
the puddle at the
with the
bottom of the slide. Mom would get so
gross.
pissed. Or how about when Victor wouldn't like maintain that area and you would just slide down into a jungle?
Yeah.
Like all the
The
fucking ferns
leaves and all the
would
ferns.
be on there.
Oh man, when it was raining outside one day, we went in our backyard patio and we
Mhm.
lit a firework.
Was it raining?
It was raining.
Oh,
That's why
that's
we
why we
didn't do
did
it
it in the thing.
outside.
Yeah.
We
Well,
did
it was
it.
your idea.
It wasn't my
It was
idea
her
because it's
idea.
raining. It's
Yeah, we were like,
genius.
let's do this firework. And it was one of the ones that sit on the floor.
Yeah.
And we had, it had not carpet, but like a, what was
Like
that
a
material?
astroturf kind of
Yeah,
a
but brown.
material. But it had we lit it on fire and of course it fell
It
to the side
spun.
and then started spinning uncontrollably and we're watching it burn a hole through our patio floor and we couldn't stop it. We were
Because there's
watching in fucking fear as it's spinning like so fucking
in a
fast and we're
black
just like,
hole.
oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, make it stop. And we're like, we can't. It's a fucking live firework. Like, what are we gonna do? We literally just had to wait.
Yeah.
We had to wait it out, and in the end, just black, a hole,
A big
and
black
then
hole.
black around it, just
Yeah.
burnt. Oh,
It was right in the middle of
I
the
got in
patio too.
trouble.
Like mom couldn't
Yeah, I
hide it
couldn't
underneath
even hide it.
furniture or
It was in the
anything.
middle.
Yeah,
Why would you
mom
do
was not
that? It's
happy.
raining outside. What do you mean?
You know
How are we gonna
what?
use this firework?
You think about like the stupid shit that our kids do, and that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do the firework.
Outside of our neighborhood, it's like a there's only one or two, it's a two-lane street, right? And then there was a Publix there. And we knew we weren't supposed to like leave the neighborhood.
Yeah,
But
you're not supposed to leave the neighborhood. That
every
was a
now and
big
then
rule.
we didn't care.
Yeah.
And we would leave the neighborhood and walk with our friends. Our friends would be like, "Can you walk to Publix?" And we're like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, of course, why
yeah.
not?
But we
We're allowed
couldn't.
to." We weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
But then we would be
And
walking out of
in
the
our mind
neighborhood.
was just like, please don't let mom come home
And it would
from
be really
work.
close to her time to
Yeah,
come
from coming
home.
home from work.
We would go and we're like, we can make it. And
Yeah.
I remember walking with my friends and we're outside the neighborhood, not quite to the Publix entrance yet, but we're walking and I see her car coming and I just like drop my head. Like if that's gonna keep
Like
her
if
from seeing me.
like she won't notice your bike your clothes, your
Not me
body.
at all.
Like
Like if I
just you
would not
looking
know who my
dumb.
son was if he dropped his head.
Yeah, no,
Um,
definitely. We weren't allowed to leave the neighborhood, but we took our bikes on missions.
I would even walk.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter.
Yeah, the amount of walking that was done when we were young is crazy. I
Yeah.
remember,
If we had a step tracker, whew.
bitch, I remember. So anyone in East Orlando, when we lived on Econ,
Mm-hmm.
my boyfriend lived on Samron and Curryford, and he
Yeah.
would walk
Yep. All the
to
way
my
down.
house on Econ
Down Curry
to come
Ford to
see me,
Econ. That's
and
crazy.
like nothing,
I
and
don't know how
walk
many
back,
miles
and then
that
just chill
is.
with me for a little bit, and then walk back.
Hmm.
And literally, that was so fucking normal.
But
Or sometimes
what
he's
did you
like, "Oh, I'm
say?
gonna start walking. Meet me halfway."
But what
And it
did you
was like
say that
miles.
mom would be like when he got there? Like 10 minutes later, be like, all right, you gotta
Yeah,
go.
you gotta go. Come inside. And I'm like, "All right, I gotta go." And you just literally walked miles for me.
And now you gotta
Miles,
go.
multiple miles.
Yeah.
But sometimes literally, yeah, I'll be like, he's like, "Yeah, I wanna see you." Da, da. He's like, "Just meet me halfway." And I'd walk like from Econ to Goldenrod and I'd
Yeah.
meet him halfway. Like, what the fuck though? I never walk that far now.
It's
Never.
crazy.
Yeah, we would walk missions, I
Walking was
think,
our
over
thing.
there. Like when we were
We
younger.
were so fit.
Let's talk about nostalgic stuff in school. So we had those school manual pencil sharpeners on the wall that
Mm.
we had to like raise our hand, like to, oh, I need to sharpen my pencil, and then go sharpen our pencil.
Mm.
Usually, when people asked to sharpen their pencils, not really because they needed their pencil sharpened, but because you had a cool outfit or shoes on and
Mm.
you wanted the class or somebody to see
You
you.
needed to be
So you
seen for a
needed
minute.
the pencil sharpener was usually in the front of the class. So you would
Mm-hmm.
go like it's literally just like the catwalk. Like you just go, do your walk, show your stuff, sharpen your pencil slowly. Even when the electric pencil sharpeners
Mm-hmm.
came, it was on the teacher's desk. So you're
Yeah.
like, I have to sharpen it, and you'd, but you still stand there looking
Yeah.
around the class, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I loved the wall one though.
Yeah, the one was cool. I like to see the shavings. Remember clapping the fucking erasers?
Oh my gosh. The
The
chalkboards. We don't
chalkboard?
have chalkboards
No,
anymore.
there's no more chalkboards. I
That's,
don't think
oh my
so.
gosh. No,
Yeah,
I haven't seen a
chalkboards when
chalkboard.
you had to go outside and clap the
And then
erasers.
use the wet thing to like wipe it down because to get like all the
Yeah.
chalk
You
off.
had to take a baño and fucking wipe that shit
The
off.
projectors. The
Projectors. Overhead
projectors.
projectors used to. Yeah.
When the teacher's not looking,
Yeah.
just slide it on top. Like,
Just yeah.
that's crazy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Um,
What else? Book it.
book it.
Book it.
Book it,
You used to
yeah.
have to fill out this paper of books that you've read.
You
Then you
didn't
take
read
it to.
those
I didn't
books.
read none of those fucking books. I would
I didn't
just
read
write
them.
random book names and then take it to Pizza Hut and they'll give you a little personal pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza Hut, bitch.
Pizza Hut
Pizza Hut
was
was
a
dining.
restaurant.
That was restaurant. It was
Yeah.
cool. They had
Hmm.
a salad bar.
It was really good.
Like Fazoli's.
I
Oh,
loved eating at Pizza Hut.
Fazoli's is back now, but Fazoli's OG was like
They should bring back
a
a
place
Pizza
I
Hut
used to go.
restaurant, at least
I
one.
think they still have one next to Fashion Square Mall. Did they close that one? I thought that was the last
I haven't
one.
been there in forever.
Yeah, I don't think
But
there's anything there. The Fashion Square Mall used to be the place. Remember that when it was
oh
cool?
my gosh.
Yeah, now it's like
Yeah.
fucking
It's ghost
deserted.
town. I can't believe
Um,
it's still open.
what
It's a
else
ghost
in
town.
school? In school, remember Fruitopia?
Fruitopia machines. That was
Fruitopia.
middle school.
Yeah, Fruitopia
Yeah.
was middle school. Going back to the bitch who didn't know Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank used to go to, back to
Stickers,
school
the
time, used to have
folders.
all of the
Oh,
Lisa Frank
the
shit.
folders were so good.
Stationery.
The
Yep.
binders, Lisa
Hmm.
Frank, everything.
Um,
Lisa Frank was that bitch.
yeah, Fruitopia was good, but also like our middle school had these fucking homemade Reese's.
Yeah.
These
They were big,
Reese's, like they're like
thick
chunks of Reese's peanut. They're
peanut
like
butter
peanut
cups.
butter
Yeah. But they were blocks.
squares,
Yeah, they
blocks,
were
and then it would
squares.
have a layer
Mm-hmm.
of chocolate on top, and it was so
Mm-hmm.
good.
The
And they had the
cookies. The
cookies, bitch,
cookies,
melt in your fucking mouth.
you couldn't even
Ooh,
hold it straight. It
medium
would just
rare,
fall.
medium rare cookies, just boneless
They
cookies,
were
fucking
basically cookie
amazing.
dough.
Oh, so good.
Essentially just cookie dough, and those
Mm-hmm.
were the best. And the Muffin Man. If you went to
Muffin.
Colonial High School,
Yeah.
you around like 20,
I don't remember.
2006,
2000. No, I
2007.
had,
Yeah,
okay. So
2006,
it was
2007.
even right before then because I had Isaiah in 2006. That was after I had
So like
left high school. So
2003 to
2005, 4.
2007-ish
Bitch, I
time.
wasn't in there 2003.
I'm saying he was there.
Oh.
There was a Muffin Man. His classroom was above the
Mm-hmm.
cafeteria, And I used to go get a banana nut muffin from him every single morning. And then,
R.I.P.
yeah, one morning I went and he wasn't in his classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked what's the lady from the front offices?
I forgot.
I forgot her name. But I asked her, I'm like, where's the muffin man?
Yeah,
He passed
he
away.
died. I'll go back to elementary school. I Spy books. Remember those I
I
Spy
Spies
books?
were my favorite,
I
yeah.
Spy books are
Those were the
fun.
best to look at
How
when you're
about,
taking a shit.
yeah, oh
Oh,
my
because you would be there
God,
forever.
yeah.
We didn't have
No.
phones. Your son the other day, he said that his phone died, so he held his shit because he didn't know how to shit without a phone in his
Oh
hand.
my
And I
God.
was like, son, grab a shampoo bottle.
Yeah.
Read the back of the shampoo bottle.
Every label of
The mousse
anything in the
bottle, the
bathroom.
hairspray. I
Yep.
knew
I
all the
would
warning
sit on the toilet
labels.
and reach,
Oh yeah. I would
reach
get up shitty
mid
ass.
shit
I would get up shitty ass and
underneath
walk
the sink
underneath
to
the
find
sink.
out what's
And I would
there
just like
and
just
what's it made
gaze like
of. What's it made of? What
yeah.
ingredients don't I
Oh
know?
my God. Ingredients,
Mm-hmm.
warning labels,
Yep,
directions. I
all
knew
of
how to
it.
use all of
Even
it.
the name of it.
The
I'm
names of
pronouncing
it.
it. I'm
Yeah.
spelling it. I'm
Yep.
just going through it.
And then when you ran out of things, when you've read it all, you're just kind of like,
Yeah. Just
But it's
kick it
called a.
around. You know what else I would do? I would, because there's a rug. What'd you do?
Do you remember the time where I was kicking around and I got my panties knotted and I couldn't get
Yeah.
up because I was
Yeah. You had your panties in
in
a
a
knot.
knot?
Literally.
Like my ankles were
Yeah.
together and I couldn't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mom laughed at me. She
Yeah.
took a picture with her disposable camera.
Disposable cameras,
Yeah.
bitch. Yeah. Turning
Have it.
that film into Walgreens,
Oh
having
my
to wait for
gosh.
it to be ready.
Yeah.
1 hour photo.
1 hour photo was
And having to
amazing.
pay to see your pictures.
Or pay for
You had
doubles
first of all, you had to pay for the camera and you had to pay
for the prints.
for the prints.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Still, if you do it today, you have
Crazy.
to.
Knocking on doors for school fundraisers. Yeah. We used to go around the neighborhoods by ourselves, like literally knocking on everyone's door. Like, oh, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy that? So unfucking
So
safe. Someone could have
dangerous.
snagged us. Like, and one time in daycare, we had the
Oh,
fundraiser with the
chocolate
chocolate
bars.
bars where they give you the whole fucking bar of chocolate
So
bars.
stupid.
My favorite fundraiser. I love the crunch ones. They're my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we were little girls in daycare.
Yeah.
And what happened, Michelle?
I had a box of chocolate bars and I had a lot of friends because I'm a very social girl.
Okay.
And they were asking me, they were like, oh, can we get one? And I'll just pay you
We'll
back
pay you
tomorrow.
back.
And I'm like, yeah. So I gave my whole box out.
Bitch, the whole fucking
It was a
box.
full box.
My mom picked us up that day and
She's like,
she's
where's
like,
your chocolate?
"Where's your chocolate?" She's like, "Oh, they're gonna pay me back."
Well, because the way they used to do the fundraisers too was they would give you the whole
I
box
have a
and then
log and an
an
envelope.
envelope for you to
Uh-huh.
bring the money back.
Yeah. So trusting.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually crazy.
But the daycare gave my mom the money so that she could give the school for all the chocolates.
Yeah,
But yeah, she gave away all her fucking chocolates.
I did.
Things to read. We had like the J14 magazine.
Ranger
We
Rick.
had the Ranger Rick. We had the
Yep.
highlights. I used to hate going to the fucking TV and you will always be watching Animal Planet or
Animal Planet.
Discovery or ugh. It was
I
like
love it.
fucking
Documentary ass
no.
bitch. I love
Like
it.
stop. I want to watch Lizzie McGuire. I want to watch
I love
Cat
that too.
Dog. I want to watch all that.
The
No, but she's
crocodile
a
hunter, Steve
crocodile.
Irwin.
That
You,
was her shit.
it was
Yeah.
like that
She
was.
loved.
I still
I hate
do.
that.
Ugh, I'm still
So
a
annoying.
crocodile girl or a gator girl. But he was my like inspiration. I love him so much, and I still do. R.I.P. Steve Irwin.
Yeah, but I mean before all that, we would like have every Friday we'd after dinner all get together. Like I think it started like at 6:30 or 7, TGIF.
Mm-hmm.
TGIF was like a little block of
Yeah.
TV shows where it had like Step by Step, Family
Mm-hmm.
Matters,
So good.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like there's one more. But literally after dinner, every Friday, we would get together at the TV and watch these shows. And it's
Yeah.
not like there wasn't anything that these are shows that we knew were coming on a certain channel in a certain time, and you had to be there. If you miss it, you gotta go take a shit. You can't pause it.
Mm-mm. You have
Like,
to wait
and
for the
then come back.
commercial and
You
then
have
run
to
back.
wait. Yep. You have to
Yeah.
wait for the commercial and run.
Call me when it
Come back.
starts.
Yep. We used to scream for the bathroom. Did it start?
It
Did it start? It
started.
started. And run back.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no DVR, any of that. Like, all of that shit was
Yeah.
later.
Let's wrap it up. So Polly
Okay.
Pockets. We used to put our roly polies in them.
Game Boy Color,
Game Boy Color. We were around for
Game Boy.
Game Boy
Well,
Black
that
and
goes
White,
back
and
to
then
all the
Game Boy
video
Color.
games.
Zebra tattoo gum.
Oh, yeah.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Having birthdays at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Doug, Rugrats.
All great shows.
Mm-hmm.
Flat screen TVs. We
Flat
were
screen
around
TVs. Yeah, we
before the
had the
flat
big
screen
back TVs.
TVs. Like those don't
Mm-hmm.
even exist anymore. Even the
Mm-hmm.
big screen TVs had the back to it, remember? And
Mm-hmm.
now
Yeah.
they're
You
all
said
flat
Toys R
screen.
Us already?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toys R Us was our shit.
Yeah. Paint on the computer, the paint
Oh,
game,
yeah.
that was my
Paint.
shit.
That's what you would do on an actual computer when it first came out, was do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the rocket ship that there's little
Galaga.
asteroids come like
Galaga.
yeah,
Yeah, the one you
like
shoot it
that.
up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, the Entenmann's coffee cake.
Oh.
Because you didn't have cell phones, so you didn't know when people were going to come over, so you always had to be ready.
You had a plan. You had a plan, and someone was like, "Oh, well, I'll come over this day at this time," and you
Yeah.
just expect them to be there because
Mm-hmm.
there were no cell phones, so you couldn't talk to them on their commute, see how far away they were, any of that.
Mm-hmm. None of
It's
it.
like, okay, she's not answering her phone. She had already leave her house.
Yeah. And then they show up
Yeah, and
or
then
they
they
don't.
show up.
Yeah.
And then, your parent always has like a coffee cake, like a Intamin's, like a
Mm-hmm.
coffee cake or like a cheese
Something to be
Danish
able to
something
cut
and
with
coffee.
coffee. Yeah.
For waiting for them. It was
Mm-hmm.
for guests. Like your mom always had like a pastry
Yeah.
waiting.
It's for company.
It's for
It's for
company.
company.
Yeah.
The Sky Dancer Barbie doll, the
Oh
one that shoots
yeah.
up when you pull the seahorse, that
Yeah.
was amazing until I got my hair caught in it. That was fantastic.
School lunch, the square pizzas.
Square pizzas were so
Square
good.
pizzas
Oh
were
my
the
God, I would fuck
fucking
that up right
best. You don't
now.
even need a crust. It was just so
Mm-mm. It was
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
How about making the lunch menu?
Oh my
We would go
God.
to the
Yes.
manager's office in the cafeteria. We would be able to make a lunch
Yeah.
menu.
I
Hmm.
love the super donuts. Super
Yeah.
donuts, those just were fire.
Cereal
How
boxes
about
coming with toys.
cereal boxes coming with toys. They had the spoons that were like
Change color.
they changed color in the milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no. Cereal boxes don't have toys in them anymore.
This hurts so bad.
I know, bitch, that's your own fault. I did in the last episode. They also had like, oh, redeem like 3 box tops
Hmm.
for like a cereal bowl,
Yeah.
like a Fruit Loops
The
theme
Frosted
bowl and all
Flakes
that shit
one.
one.
Yeah. The white
Yeah.
one.
And then how about in school they had the breakfast burritos?
Oh,
Oh,
those
with
were
that
so
sausage and
good.
egg,
So good.
fire.
How about in school, the sit and reach box?
Yeah, bitch, sit and reach. I can reach all the way to the end. That was like my biggest flex.
Not
My
me.
biggest flex in school was when they put out that sit and reach box. I knew when it was my turn, watch me, bitch.
Not me.
I
I
could
wasn't
hit
good
the
at it.
end.
But the parachute was my
The
favorite.
parachute's everyone's favorite. I love that fucking parachute.
Oh my
I'd run in
gosh.
the middle. What'd you say? You
I would run in the middle when they would go up and then be like, nobody run under. And right before it went down, I would run in the middle and stick my head through the hole.
stick your head in the
The teachers
hole.
hated me.
How about those little like the
The
little
scooters.
scooters? Yeah, they're like
And
blue
it's fun
discs,
until you
and
fucking
then
run
they have
over your
handles,
finger.
and you'd run over your
Oh my
fucking fingers.
God.
Oh my
So
God.
bad.
Yeah,
You
that
said
would
that you
suck.
had little school bikes too,
Yeah,
right?
the school bikes, they were like little metal tricycles, and they used
Mm.
to set up cones,
Like
and you have
jigsaw?
to like draw. Yes, like jigsaw,
That's
and you would
terrible.
have to drive in between the cones.
And then you would have to sit crisscross applesauce?
Yeah, crisscross applesauce. Oh
Yeah.
God. And every time you get in trouble, sit down, crisscross applesauce.
Sit
Yeah.
down.
Sit down.
The PE
Teachers used to
teachers,
yell
yeah,
at
they
us.
were not having it. We were in the
No.
stamp club.
The stamp
We used
club in
to take
elementary
the
school,
mail that my mom would get
losers.
and like soak the
That's
stamps
what
off
we
of it,
were.
and we had a binder of all the different stamps,
Yeah.
and then we made mom take us to a stamp convention.
There's a lot of fucking nostalgic stuff, like items.
It was a good time growing up in the 90s, early
Oh
2000s.
no, I loved it. And I was actually talking to mom the other day at dinner, and I was saying how like carefree it was, and like how much safer it was and stuff like that. And she goes, it wasn't safer. You
Mm-mm.
just weren't an adult, so you
Mm-hmm.
didn't see it the way you see it now.
Yeah.
So, because now we're like, oh man, like our kids could never. Granted, it isn't the same. Mom said that. She goes, no, it's not the same. But a lot of stuff, that could happen
Mm-hmm.
was still happening at
There
that
weren't cell
time.
phones for Amber
We were
Alerts. There
just,
wasn't
yeah,
like
but
the
we were just
coverage.
kids.
Yeah,
We
and
were
we were
just
kids.
kids
We
and
didn't
we
know.
didn't see that side of it.
We felt
So now as
invincible.
adults, we're like, oh my God, our
Yeah,
kids could never.
it's
Like,
crazy.
but to an extent, all that stuff was still happening.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That's it for this week's episode.
yeah.
If you can relate, write, or if we missed anything, write a comment and
I'm
let
sure
us
we
know
missed
what
a
we
lot.
missed because
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sure.
there's so much that
Yeah.
I can't even think of. There's a lot.
But growing
A
up,
lot of
yeah,
nostalgia. But
growing up
how
90s,
about, yeah,
2000s was fun.
did you grow up during those times with us?
Yeah.
Did all that stuff resonate
Did you feel it?
with you? Did you feel the nostalgia?
Yeah.
Did you feel it?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're out of here because my computer's dying.
Yeah, irresponsible as fuck.
Whatever.
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 Anyways,
You can catch us next week.
yeah.
Listen to us on Spotify or anywhere where you stream podcasts, and you
Watch
can
us
find
on
us on YouTube.
YouTube.
You can also find
And
us on social media. My Instagram is Michelle Marie Whatever.
my Instagram is xtinam_88.
And
And
together,
together, Unsupervised Sisters on
yes,
Instagram. Bah.
we will see you next week.
Yeah.
We gotta take the cover photo now.
Yeah.
These sunglasses,
Nostalgia.
the worst.
Yeah,
Oh my
bitch, your own
God.
fucking fault.
The worst.
Oh, I
They
got
hurt
the
so bad.
biggest headache from those.
Your head is bigger than mine too, so I
And
can only
imagine.
imagine.
Bitch,
Ugh,
your head is big
awful.
though.
I know, but yours is bigger.
Mm.